Hi, my name is Mary Johnson, and I am a customer service representative slash technical support, and I have been in this business for probably the majority of my employment history. I've worked customer service, I've worked technical support, um, and my last full-time employment job was in April 2012. Since then, as of January 2014, I have been working temporary agencies. My last job was with a temporary agency with CVS Caremark. I worked for Bridge Personnel. And just so you know, I hate temporary agencies. And the reason why I hate temporary agencies is because they lie to you. They're unprofessional with you. They pretend to be caring in order to get the client because they need the money from the client. So they need you to get there to work there to make the money for them. There's no benefits with them. There's if you have a complaint, talking to them is like talking to a wall because they're not going to do anything because they don't want to offend their client in order for the client to keep using them. So if you have any kind of complaints, don't even bother because a temporary agency is not going to do anything for you. Um, you can get hit in the face by the client. They're not going to do anything or say anything because they want to keep the client. It's more important to them. Um, they lie to you about positions that they have open and they really don't have in order to get you to come in and fill out an application, spend 2 hours taking tests, only for them to tell you that there's nothing available. I mean, back in the day, we used to be able to um, get a job same day. You can go and spend that 2 hours, and when you're done, this is where you're going to be assigned. Because while you're taking your tests and things, they're busy calling the client and getting you set up to go over there. Now that doesn't happen. I'm 50 years old, and believe me, times have really changed, and it changed for the worse. Um, I I don't mind working. I'm a hard worker. I don't like sitting around the house. I like going to work every day. I don't like being late. It just ruins my day. Even if I'm sick, I'm there. You shouldn't be there because you're spreading germs, but I'm there. Even through the worst storm, I'm there. I don't use anything as an excuse to stay home unless I have to take care of some really important business and I have to be there. Other than that, I'm there. Um, but I really can't stand to waste my gas to go and apply for a position. You tell me that it's there and it's not there. I recently had one employer to tell me that they had a direct employer, not a temporary employer, not a real job. But they told me they had a direct hire, which is what I'm looking for, direct hire or temp to perm. I'll even accept that. Only to go there, go for the interview. First, they lied and told me it was $12 an hour. And I told them I need $15 or more because of my experience. And they told me that, okay, I'll talk to my management, get back on the phone. They called me 30 minutes later and said, okay, Mary, we will offer you $16 to $17. Of course, I'm going for the interview. I go there, and I was still working for CVS Caremark. I went there before my shift, and the next day I get a call from them and say, "Oh, the company decided to hire someone else." Well, you must have knew that before I wasted my time to go there, or you were lying altogether. Aerotech is big for that. They constantly tell you they have positions and they don't have those positions. Career Builders is fully aware of the lies these agencies post on their board. They should be taken down because if you don't have a legit job to post, don't make a ghost job and put it on Career Builders because people like myself in the business of looking for a job don't have time for you to waste our time for jobs that you really don't have. What kind of business are you running? False advertising, and you should be sued for that because that's exactly what it boils down to be is false advertising. You tell me you have a client looking for work and then you don't have that client, I have a big problem with that. This recent job I had with CVS Caremark, I worked there for 6 months with Bridge Personnel. My assignment ended. I worked 12-hour shifts. They waited that until my shift was over with, And 30 minutes after my shift, I left at 7 p.m. They called me at 7:30. The girl told me she was informed to call me exactly at 7:30 while I'm on my way home, by the way. Might I add, on a snowy, freezy, wintry night, which was Tuesday of this week. I could be so upset I could have had an accident, but they didn't care about that. They chose to tell me when I was driving home. And on top of that, they told me if I didn't return my badge, key, and ID, that I wouldn't get a paycheck. To make a long story short, I stood on that. My time is normally processed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Keep in mind this is Tuesday night when I get home, 8 o'clock, my time isn't processed. I call on Wednesday morning, my time is still not processed. By 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, it still isn't processed. I contact CVS to one of my supervisors, leave her a voicemail, leave her my number, no callback. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday morning, I have nothing in my direct deposit. I contact Bridge personnel back. And of course, I'm blowing my stack. I talked to the management there, who's a big liar. I hung up the phone on her. She made me so upset because what they're doing is illegal. I contacted CVS to let them know it is illegal. I contacted Human Resource at the corporate office in Northport. Not once, but twice. I left 2 voicemails for 2 HR persons. I did not get a call back from them until later, after I had got a call from Bridge, who in turn made an excuse. First they said CVS couldn't process because something was wrong with their system. The second excuse was there's a glitch with the thing, and some of the money wasn't transferred to some other employees, and I was one of the employees. I didn't get an email from Bridge until 9 o'clock. Mind you, this started at 7 when I woke up to see that my pay wasn't in my bank. And to make a long story short, once again, I don't want to go through a long, drawn-out thing. The bottom line was, it's illegal to tell an employee that you're not going to pay them because they don't return a badge or key. Mind you, had they told me this before I left at 7 p.m., I would have left it there. They chose not to tell me. They even informed me not to take it back there, to bring it to Gurnee, Illinois. Keep in mind I live in West Dundee, Illinois. I'm not going to drive to Gurnee, Illinois. Not to mention they have an office 15 minutes from my house in Hoffman Estate. They didn't tell me to bring it there. Oh no, I'm supposed to go to Gurnee. I don't think so. I have an interview with an agency about the direct hire business that fell through, which is right 5 minutes from CVS. So I tell them I'm going to take it to security or someone that I know walked by, and that's exactly what I did. After I returned it on that Wednesday morning, I contacted CVS, one of my supervisors, left her a voicemail to let her know that I gave it to one of my coworkers to give to them. So they have no reason to hold my pay. Not to mention that's illegal to not process my pay. I didn't steal anything. I haven't committed a crime. I haven't did anything to obstruct justice or justify you not paying me. What you're doing is illegal. I advised them that, the supervisors that, 2 of them. I advised 2 of the human resource people that. My money is not there, and that's a problem with that. Finally, I get a call from Bridge personnel to say, hey, we'll wire transfer you. We'll even bring you personally a check because they don't want me calling human resources CVS. No, I don't want a check because had you did my direct deposit like you were supposed to, it would be available today. You don't know what my personal situation is. You see what I'm saying? You don't know if I'm in need of food, in need of gas. You don't know what I need. You don't give me no check. You give me cash. They finally met me at 11 o'clock a.m. on Friday, on January 24th at the Hoffman Estate in the lobby to give me cash and the rest of my belongings at my desk. He wanted me to sign a letter where he took out the taxes and all that. That's fine. I have no problem with that. The last thing he said to me was, do not call CVS anymore. Do not call us anymore. And I said to him, first of all, what do I need to call you again for? You're the worst employee I ever worked for before in my life. Who are you to tell somebody you're not going to pay somebody if they don't return the key? I understand if you say if you don't return the key and the badge, we'll charge you for it. That I understand. But to tell somebody you're not going to pay them, you don't have the right to hold nobody's pay. Are you filing bankruptcy? Then you can't hold my pay. And I said to him, I'm not here for all that. I'm here to get my money and my things and go out this door. And if you look in the camera in the lobby, you can see how he began to do. I don't got time for all of that because I never want to see you people before in my life. In CVS camera, you should be put out of business for allowing bridge personnel to treat employees like that because you contract with them. So that makes you liable. The human resource lady who called me back at 4 in the evening, to say, oh, Mary, I wanted to make sure that you did get paid. Oh, I just wanted to let you know that CVS Caremark doesn't have anything to do with it. Oh, the hell you preach. Oh, yeah, you got plenty to do with it. Number one, they work for you. You're using them. They're using you. You're contacting with them. They tell me you're the one who approves my pay for them to pay me. If you don't approve it, they don't pay it. So don't tell me you're not included in this. You're included in this. If this goes to court, you're liable. I told Bridge and I told CVS, I will take this public. You don't give me my money, I will take this public. And that is exactly what I mean. Oh, she tried to threaten me. Oh, if you go up to the corporate office in Norfolk, we will call the police. Call the police for what? You're telling me you're not going to pay me for a key and bath that I've already returned. Even if I didn't return it, you still have to pay me. You may want to take out for what I owe you, but you still have to pay me. Your philosophy is you're not paying at all. And to be vicious and vindictive, they chose not to pay me that morning. They chose not to pay me until I threatened to go public. You threatened to call the police and I threatened to go public. So I'm not just going to go there. I'm going to call the media too. Because what you're doing is illegal. They knew it was illegal. So what they did was they held back a couple of more people paid to try to make like it was a glitch with the bank. And I promise you, and I guarantee you, if I was to investigate, anybody was to investigate, the bank will tell you that there was no glitch. There was no glitch. It is illegal for any employer to tell any employee that they will not get paid for the work that they do because they're mad at them or because they didn't return a badge or a key. It's unheard of, despicable.